Greetings, and I'm not sure if anyone's ever... Oh yes, okay. Audio levels are a bit low on mine, that's probably because I'm a bit quieter than usual. Welcome to the Wednesday Open Mic, so at least now I can say I haven't missed a Wednesday in forever. On that note, the SCP stream on Thursday is absolutely cancelled because, well, it'd be self-obvious by now. I'm joined, of course, by Real Miss Steam.
So how's the poison, Daddy?
Look, I know you like to take credit for this one, but I'm pretty sure I've boiled it down to a biological agent, unless you've poisoned me with something in the way of like, some sort of bug. All I know is that it's a bug, and it will die. It will pay for confronting me in this fashion. Look, I need to finish these introductions.
Fine.
I'm also joined by Izub, the smoking rat, Angry Froman.
Greetings, everyone. Director Arketer here.
You know, I hate to admit it, but with the purple shirt, the glasses suit you, Froman.
I think this was a mistake.
I seem to be indisposed at the moment.
Oh god, it's Ox's retarded cousin.
You know, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, I suppose. I'm just...
We'll just call him Arketer.
Don't worry, don't worry. At the end of the stream, we'll put him back on the short bus.
Okay. Angry Froman, who's decided that the best medicine for my condition is sheer cringe. But that's their solution to everything.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am Director Arketer of Arketer Labs. I think you're an imposter. When has Arketer, the great Arketer, ever worn a hood?
Around the time the great director Arketer realized that whatever is in him doesn't like heat. So he's going to burn that fucker out quicker than the bastard in Stranger Things.
Ah shit, you found a cure. I mean, oh, that's good for you!
You found a cure, bed rest and heat. God damn it!
Pretty much, yes. Apparently, my efforts to kill this quick failed because I would get comfortable and start shedding attire, and then it would recover. Not this time, no.
You
This
start showing
time,
his skin.
it goes or I do. Also, it has a curious side effect to make it look like I've fallen to the dark side. It can feel your hatred.
Good, Anakin. Kill him.
Actually, yeah, that's actually why I haven't tried bad yet.
dark side. Something evil.
Yeah, pretty much. So, hopefully I'll be live again next Saturday, but Thursdays will right out. I'm playing with fire as it is, or at least it feels like it. Alright, let's get into this. Anything in the chat yet? Whoever's keeping a tab on
We've
these
got
things.
Kuna Man, Jordan Shadowlighting, and the memes Destruction in chat at the moment. Hey guys, what's going on? And yo.
Greetings, memes, and Jordan of Shadow Lightning.
Oh, and Orla Seraph has just joined.
Oh, welcome, Orla Seraph. Well, at least one of the... Orla is aware of my condition, so this should come as no surprise to them, although even they probably not expecting me to sound like chain-smoking Palpatine.
Oh,
I think I
No,
sound just fine, thank you.
well, that's the thing. You work with Russian scientists, you get what you pay.
Yeah, from an, my eyewear and facial hair remain vastly superior. But you know, one day if you keep at it, you can... Maybe. No, you should probably give up. It's a complete waste of your time.
Well, I mean, my facial hair is better than all of yours.
I beg
It
to
has-
differ.
It has to be on your face, Steve. Just on your lips isn't enough. On your face.
Listen, I have to shave every hour, okay? This face takes a lot of hard work.
Well, that's
We
what
know
happened.
it normally looks a lot worse.
You fucking twat. Okay, that got me.
I suppose I would deduct your health, but none of you have health points, so you're just going to have to slap yourself or something. Any case, getting
Wait, you
started
want
with
me to
this.
slap myself?
No.
Fine.
Yes, baby.
What,
Oh,
that's
Willie
all it
Coggle
took?
has arrived.
Oh no. Oh no. This is probably just some sort of kink for you. We're not doing that. You know, I'm in a bad place right now, clearly on health-wise, as you might have noticed. And when I'm down, feeling low, I always try to remind myself it could be worse. There are people who are worse off. Like,
Oh, I figured you try to think of Raindrops and Roses and Whiskers on Kittens.
no, absolutely not. It's a terrible idea. No, this gentleman you're looking at right now, can you guess what his name is?
Gordon.
Richard Cranium.
Humongous.
Dr.
It's Steve.
Dr. Jeffrey Epstein.
Huh?
Okay.
Is he on some sort of watch list?
You know when they say Epstein didn't kill himself? Do you recall who they were talking about? No? Wow. Okay. His name
We're
was
talking about
also,
it. He his
his name
Dr.
was
Frank
also
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein. So this unfortunate bastard has the exact same name as one of history's most infamous pedophile pimps / power brokers.
Oh, legally changing your name is a lot easier than people think. I've done it multiple times.
Well, apparently
All right.
Bill now he hasn't thought it's important because the site here is drjeffreyepstein.com.
Yeah, you might have to change that name too.
So I'm sure he gets asked awkward questions with some regularity. In other news, over the weekend, Josh Brolin uploaded an Instagram caption that will live on infamy. Began, tried this perineum sunning that I've been hearing about. If you've been watching previous episodes, you're surely aware of the perineum or asshole sunning health thing some people have been doing. And apparently Brolin thought it'd be a great idea and gave it a try. Last week, a post about perineum sunning from Instagram user Metaphysical Megan went viral on Twitter, and Megan says that 30 seconds of sunlight on your butthole is equivalent of a full day of sunlight with your clothes on, and that it's more energizing than a cup of coffee. Now, I don't know how long Brolin was out there, but he might have overdone it a bit. According to this case, it went like this. Tried this perineum sunning thing that I've been hearing about, and my suggestion is do not do it as long as I did. But I don't want to know precisely how long. My pucker hole is crazy burned, and I was going to spend the day shopping with my family. Instead, I'm icing and using aloe and burn creams because of the severity of the pain.
See, you would never catch English people doing this because we barely have enough sun to
You
do
don't
this.
have sun?
exactly. The fuck is sun?
Not enough to burn themselves with, apparently.
Yeah, we can sometimes burn ourselves with it, but even then, the smoke and everything kind of covers the sun a bit.
I don't know who the fuck thought this stupid shit, but fuck you nonetheless. Seriously, as a side note, once again a reminder, this show is not for kids. If you're a child watching this program, you're not doing so with my consent and your parents don't love you.
Apparently,
Fuck off,
Jordan of
Karen.
Shadow Lightning is catching some static on the stream. I don't know if it's still there. I'm trying to hear it myself.
It's Izub.
Oh, it's the YouTube. Okay.
Parent your fucking children, Karen. And we didn't push him out, Karen.
Daddy, you want consent? Insert the incest fanfic.
Oh,
I'm hoping that doesn't exist, or at least not yet.
So you want it to exist? Just not
No,
now.
I want to never exist, but I fear it may be inevitable at some point. After all, it's just a matter of popularity before you hit Rule 30.
I mean, Kadunt's been threatening to put us in a fanfic arc.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm just lazy. I still have stuff I need to do.
Yeah,
But
she straight up told me that yeah, apparently I'm not going to be the bridge. Arketer's going to be the bridge.
sounds about right. He is the sub. If anyone's the sub, he's the sub.
No.
Oh,
I can't control
no,
whether people write. I will not take any responsibility for anyone's fictionalized versions of myself.
oh no, Arketer. I
am
definitely.
Not. I have no desire to
anyone
be a
writes them-
dom, but I am absolutely not a sub.
No, I'm just saying, if anyone writes like a BDSM fanfic, just remember
I don't
I'm
want to know about it. Akron Holiday Parade watchers are shocked by the hanging of the Grinch. Akron, Ohio is supposed to be a joyous occasion culminating with the arrival of Santa Claus in downtown Akron Saturday morning. And those lined along the streets with their children for the welcome Santa Holiday Parade. It wasn't the arrival of Santa that they'll remember. It'll be the image of the Dr. Seuss Christmas character, the Grinch, hanging from the back of a commercial tow truck. Just wrong, posted on Gilbert Akron of Facebook. Mara Morrison Sabatina commented, "Can't believe they allowed that," in comments in the photos. Okay, lots of pearl clutching here. I have to note first off that the people who did that at the tow truck kind of missed the point. I mean, the Grinch was a story of redemption. I mean, at the end of it, he was as much of a Christmas guy as anyone else. Apparently, commercial tow truck company does
You
not
like
believe in
that, Daddy
forgiveness.
Ark?
Go on, carry on.
I mustn't
Don't-
get angry.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure
Don't
this
want to
isn't the
accuse
sort
you
of...
of being a Froman.
Do not let the hate flow through you.
Yes, mustn't give in. Mustn't feel the power of the dark side. Booby traps, man in Maine killed by own device.
So wait, would you be the arc side of the force?
I suppose I could be, because I have nothing but sheer contempt for the light and dark sides. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The Force does not want to be used. The Force does not like Force users. And it will do one of two things when confronted with a Force user. It will either steer them to being an apathetic, cowardly space monk, or an omnicidal, barking mad space wizard. In one case, the subject's neutralized because they just sit in some monastery somewhere trying to commune with the universe. And the other case, their lifespan is probably going to be quite short just by sheer obnoxiousness.
What's
Especially if they're
midichlorian
surrounded by
level?
peers.
So what you're saying is you prefer to be done in the dark side?
Sounds about right.
First off, the Force is an imaginary function, but if I were a Force user, my immediate reaction would be to either not use the Force or to find some sort of balance between the two, because clearly, Sith, Jedi, they're batshit insane either way.
So
Nothing good comes of it. And besides,
Are you saying you want to bring balance to the Force?
I think-
so what you're saying is that you don't want to use the Force. You want someone to force you. Damn, you're kinky.
no.
He
A
is a sub.
65-year... Yes, Roman.
Nothing about you being a sub at all. Hashtag arc is a sub.
You know, maybe you should work on that force lightning. You know?
Oh, Steam would love that.
Not the intended target.
Force tase.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Froman has a point. I mean, I can electrocute the hell out of him, no problem. Anyone else here it might work with, but again, with Steam, that has been objectively confirmed to be basically foreplay. And
I mean,
Never.
I mean, you
What form of violence isn't foreplay for her?
I want
yeah.
Arketer,
Fair
can you
point.
send me that toy? I really like it.
Throw rainbows at her?
I'm never touching those tasers again. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've had them. They should have been disposed of by now. Bit of a
Oh,
waste of material, but just. But back to the article. A 65-year-old American man who rigged his home with a booby trap to keep out intruders has been killed by the device. Ronald Sear called the police in the town of Van Buren, state of Maine, to say he had been shot. Police found a door that had been designed to fire a handgun should anyone attempt to enter. Mr. Sear was taken to the hospital but died of his injuries. It is illegal for homeowners to install such traps. Police in Van Buren, which borders the Canadian province of New Brunswick, said they responded to a 911 call in the early evening of Thanksgiving last Thursday from a man who said he'd been shot. Following an extensive investigation which lasted into the early morning, it was determined that Mr. Sear had been shot as the result of the unintentional discharge of one of his homemade devices, the police department said in a Facebook post. Regretfully, Mr. Sear succumbed to the injuries sustained from the gunshot. It is not known how he managed to set off the device. I think he might have forgotten it was there. Police also found other possible devices and called in help from the Maine State Police Bomb Squad. There have been other cases of booby trap attempts in the U.S. In February, a team of real estate investors walking through a home they had bought in Philadelphia discovered that a staircase had been rigged with a string which, if tripped, would have triggered a swinging knife.
That's not a very effective trap.
No, it's not. Some people were way too impressed with Home Alone. In September of last year, a man in Illinois was killed when he opened a neighbor's shed that had been rigged to fire a shotgun. Why was he opening his neighbor's shed?
see, I have no nostalgic attachment to Home Alone, and seeing that movie, I just.
William Wasman,
What was
was
it gonna be?
48, was found guilty this September of first-degree murder and aggravated battery. I don't know if he had told his neighbor, "Hey, yeah, you want to borrow my lawnmower? Sure, it's out in the shed." Oh wait,
Look out for the C4.
I completely forgot I left the shotgun rig to blow your head off if you open the door. My bad.
whoops, whoopsie. And in October last year, a man in Oregon was charged after fortifying his home, quote-unquote, like a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. FBI agents found a circular hot tub linked to a tripwire, a fortified front door, animal traps, and a wheelchair rigged with a shotgun that went off, hitting an agent in the leg. I wonder if the FBI agents found all of the traps by setting them off.
It's fun. Like they're going to sell off the house, and some couple's going to move in.
Is,
And they're
is
gonna-
the
They're
is the
just going to
FBI
open the freezer or something, and it's just going to explode.
Hey,
is the
Frodo, would you
FBI
like a
gonna
job
have
at the FBI?
what?
Would you like a job at the FBI?
No, I'm good. But are the FBI gonna get D-class now?
I wonder how many might have qualified at this point. Certainly after the finder's documents, there's a lot of them that should be D-class. In any case, is it legal to booby trap your home in the US? They ask in the article. The definition of a booby
Yeah.
trap is concealed camouflage device that can cause bodily damage when injured, or triggered rather. It is legal to set up devices in your home to protect from intruders if those devices can cause harm. So, well, normally I would suggest non-lethal traps. Not the least of which because you don't want to be like this idiot who rigged up a gun to shoot through the door.
Steam, stop pouring for the camera.
How do you
up.
deactivate that kind of thing? Like if there's no way to deactivate it, it's like, shit, I really need to get something from the shed. Oh, the fucking shotguns. Damn it! I'll never get my pitchfork back.
Anyway, fuck
That's
you.
just
Colin,
you say
I haven't
fuck
done
it. I'm not
camera
mowing the
with you.
lawn.
Willie Cogley asks, do pitfalls count? I guess
Look,
they do.
I know-
except
I
they
know-
probably aren't.
Pitfalls.
I know
will
Ark
absolutely-
is your sub, but you need to mellow with your.
No. 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 Yes, and pitfalls will count as booby trap. They are a classic booby trap, one of the original booby traps, in fact.
Yeah, spikes. Smear the spikes with poo.
Yeah, the good news
I
is,
think-
Punch spike.
My
A
home.
tiger trap, not a regular pitfall.
provided the spikes aren't too long, that's still a better idea than the gun rigged to the door. And if you're looking for the stupidest idea imaginable, that's strapping a shotgun to a dog and attaching the trigger to its tail.
I mean, I've booby trapped my home. You know,
Actual boobs do not count.
no, I actually.
That
probably
whole
booby
dog
trapped-
idea sounds like a fun party game.
Although a lot of
Who gets to live?
children did die because of the booby trap, but in my defense, they shouldn't have been on my property.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
It was an accident, kind of.
That's it. Hippity hoppity to the pitfall you will droppity.
And we kind of just call it late term abortion anyway.
It's a 40th trimester abortion.
Yeah. Oh, God.
40th trimester. Is that like
10 years.
I'm trying. No, I get that, but it's like, what would be like the developmental stages along the way?
I don't know.
They learn their age.
Intelligence.
Well, then we're all in like our third trimester, third or fourth.
I'm sorry, but this entire article is just, ever since he started reading it, all I've thought is, or he could try what's behind door number 3.
Oh yes, it's the electric buzzsaw rotating trap.
Yeah,
Door number 1,
Well-
tiger pit. Door number
I guess
2, the tiger.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
question.
Door number 3, a pitfall with a tiger in it.
Here's the question though.
Arketer,
Are
I feel
traps
bad
gay?
for you. You know what
Are
makes
traps
me
gay?
feel better? Arketer, you know what makes me feel better when I'm ill? Waterboarding.
Clears the sinuses. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, clears the sinuses and slightly makes you aroused, sort of thing.
Cools you down
I
if you
think you're
got.
thinking of a bukkake, Steam.
That won't help with your sinuses.
Yeah, I'm not taking that advice. Besides which, name of the game here to beat this particular bug is, again, heat with wine.
Oh,
Well.
Steam can get hot and heavy with you.
I mean,
Was that a fat joke?
if he brings the tasers.
I want to preserve my will to live, thank you.
Hey, that was.
Why are you hanging out with us?
Hey, hang on. No. That was 1, 5, 8.
13, 21.
It's more than 20 times that happened, but that is those were accidents. Most of them, kind of.
Anyone
Also,
figure out what I
for
was doing
chat
there?
management things, I missed 2 people. We've got Okia Native and Fundra Arakin in the D-Lab chat. And Okia Native is asking, do I miss the tassel dancing?
Do you? If so,
Oh, I think it did. Is the
If you act well,
yeah. Oh,
if
great.
you act well, Miss Steam, and ask for it, I'll send you the video.
It
Yes.
is a glorious video.
If you were hoping to see more tassels spinning, no one
For
has
me.
met the new price of 1,500. So that won't be happening again for
Just,
some
set
time.
this up.
No.
Roman, keep your shirt on. No one wants to see that.
do not tassel dance, Froman. God damn it! See, that's his tactic. He makes us pay for him to not do it.
Exactly.
It's a genius system. All right, he's cornered the market there.
I don't
No
know.
one's-
It's just people these days. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, you keep laughing, but I suspect that if Lieutenant Timberwolf does not succeed in meeting
Steam, stop with the booby traps.
Spooky Weeb's price, he'll probably try yours next.
If he can't,
what?
meet Spookies, he's not meeting Steams.
Well, it's whether or not Spooky is inclined to be quite so
I
bold
put
as that.
my price pretty fucking high. You started off with 500. Goddamn whore.
I know, right?
He is.
Well, it's 1,500 now.
To be fair, I do it for 50, so I don't know. I
Hashtag
think he set his price pretty
I'll
high.
give Art 20 and I'll do it right now.
Look, yeah, and if someone meets those prices, I wish you all the best. You need your own platforms for it there. This is not going to become a thing. I think certainly not at affordable prices.
That's why I made
Depends what the definition of affordable prices is for some people.
It's true. You made that rather a subjective line. And like I said, if I just crash the economy,
Because
somebody
like,
$1,500 5 years from now is going to be like $3 today.
somebody like Timberwolf was like, yeah, fuck it, I have a big spend, 1,500, fuck it, why not? Gotta be careful.
So, in any case, yes, you did miss the tassel spinning. After all, the last $1,000 price met was on the side quest the Monday before last. So, last Monday was the delivery. And it's true, already, especially if you know who to ask, you can collect your own gifts.
It's true.
I'm
I did
saying,
make them.
Real Miss Steam. Just ask me, I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
Charity. That's what it is. It's really just charity.
Yeah, it's charity. I mean, I do my annual charity. I kill teenagers sometimes. I mean,
There's
They can't
Just whichever ones happen to wander in the line of fire, of course, but...
There is a hypothetical change in the horizon. See, as I understand it, Disky Finger wants to run a charity stream again, and has suggested that if the goals are met, there could be another spinning. However, the goal would still be 1,500, even if it would all go Salvation Harmony. However, compromise in this case, if this charity stream does occur, then that goal can be crowdfunded, whereas strictly speaking, in my case, it's single payer only. At least for anything that wouldn't.
the more the more you do it, the value's supposed to go down, not up. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. I don't really want to do it. So this is how it's going to work if it's going to work at all. Price goes up due to demand. Unforeseen.
That's true, supply and demand. The more demand, the higher the price.
Fair enough. I can't argue with capitalism.
Although you could argue that the higher the supply, the lower the price as well.
Yes,
So-
and no one else is me spinning tassels. So I have monopoly on me spinning tassels, and that's going to remain that way. No matter who you hear, try to pretend to be my pimp.
But you do have me as Director Arketer.
Oh, Arketer, you, Roman, not you.
You've given him an in now.
Shit, where was I
Yeah.
going? I was gonna say, fucking damn, my bit's gone now.
Yes,
Oh,
Steam.
You know that I'm your pimp.
No.
Yes.
The only one who can pimp Director Arketer is Director Arketer.
She has a hat though.
Which isn't you either, Froman. There's only one Director Arketer.
I am
It is
Director
me.
Arketer.
I am the director, not you. No one else. Me. Not even a perfect clone of me is me. It's just a clone
You're not a dictator. What's your point?
that thinks it's me. It's not the same. Wish people stop trying that. In any case, let's get back to the hypothetical reason we're here, the articles and crap. We have two pigeon articles found by Froman, who is not me.
Please, no.
Teacher avoids jail over drunken sex with students. Woman who scarred man's face with pint glass spared jail. Trans woman who sued beauty clinics for refusing to wax her balls. Not very trans.
Is that the
Yaniv, I
Yaniv.
love.
I'm thinking of?
Yaniv is the person who has said on record, there is recording of it, my balls are more important than these people's livelihoods.
Yes, that's the same one, alright. First London bridge attack victim named Jack Merritt. This is a sad detail because well, is sheer dark irony. Scientists resume efforts to create deadly flu virus. Oh, no, actually, there's one thing we do right now. It touches upon Epstein. Apparently, people have addressed this whole issue their own way.
Guy can't even stay on beat, let alone keep a decent haircut. But that's what happens when you let an attorney use rap as a way to touch kids.
Wait, what?
No, not like that. I mean, like, you know, touch them, like get inside of their head and heal them of their criminal behavior.
Like in an Epstein way?
Not like in an Epstein way. Although Jeffrey Epstein might have benefited from, you know, teleporting into a school library's IBM computer and obtain his specimens. I don't know what he called them.
Whoa. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Jeffrey Epstein.
I take the egg-shaped penis from the tongue.
Oval shape, thin and small towards the head portion.
I'm the real J.E., you can't kill me. Got friends in high places, so I got away free. Living on my own island and not inside. That's why I fled the country, called it suicide. In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
Keeping my public image clean. I made lots of money in mysterious ways. I'm basically immortal and I'm here to stay. If I get caught, I'll just die again and go back home to my deserted island. In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
Foul play wasn't considered. I'm the P to the E to the D-O-5. On my island, celebs run wild. Hollywood is run by the diddlers at large. And guess who the fuck is in charge? Hey, Simpsons creator Matt Groening, run it back again.
Yeah.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
In prison.
In prison that Clinton.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill
Honestly,
himself.
I do want a video.
They'll take the fall, and I'll take flight. Gotta make it to my island before midnight. Because that's when the demons come to take all the missing children I keep on my estate. Jeffrey
No,
Epstein
Bowflex is
didn't
cool
kill
with
himself.
this sort of thing.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
We'll finish the tune then. It is catchy.
My name is Jeff.
Please, consider foul play.
Don't copy that, floppy!
So, this comes from Doplex, who got mostly through a 19's anti-piracy video before they decided to weigh in on the Epstein meme, and it's fantastic. The link has been posted in the Hangouts chat. If Froman or Gray would be so kind as to pass that link around so we can give Doplex the exposure they deserve for writing that musical masterpiece, that would be great.
Oh no, it's because at the end, he's like reading his patrons' names, and while he's reading his patrons' names, he's going like Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. It's great.
Whoops. Okay, that was the wrong one. How do I delete her? That one?
How do I delete someone else's tweet?
Oh no, there we go. No, it did work. That was just a really fucking weird link. Fair enough.
So, thank you, Steam, for linking us to that piece of music right there, and I suspect this is precisely the sort of audience who would really like to see more from anyone who would make that song.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Thank you, babe. You know you want the D. That was both
No,
clever and bad.
that was terrible. Terrible in every single way. Look, hold on.
Fuck you.
First London Bridge attack victim named as Jack Merritt. This is more sad news for those, as they've called them, side quest. People in the kingdom of Uck. Father confirms death of son who is working on a prison rehabilitation program. In fact, this Jack Merritt made their master's thesis no less than, yes, a critical analysis of the overrepresentation of black, Asian, and minority ethnic males aged 18-21 in the British prison system. Jack Merritt, Hughes Hall, and PhD in criminology. Apparently, his good deeds did not get to the right ears, because they definitely didn't make an exception for him. on London Bridge. However, his father has publicly stated that he doesn't want... He knows that Jack wouldn't want anyone using his death as a call for intolerance. Oof.
Yep, that's real irony. Should we go to the next article?
Yeah.
That's a whole heaping of irony, that is.
Yep.
Pretty dark indeed. Well, let's see. You choose. Scientists resume efforts to create deadly flu virus with U.S. government blessing, which is hilarious. You can see what Yaniv has been up to with the trans woman who sued beauty clinics for refusing to wax her scrotum, loses case, and I'm sorry, at the risk of offending some people out there, no, this isn't trans. This is just a wolf who realized...
It's a dude in a wig.
Yeah. That sheep's clothing would make their predatory efforts so much easier.
I'm sorry. Man, woman, thing. Anyone's telling me, hey, you have to judge my genitals, that's where I fucking rip your genitals off you.
I mean, you give them what they want.
Clean would have been perfectly just. In any case, Yaniv, as you may recall, is the one who sued several beauticians for refusing to wax his balls after luring them in on the claim that he was a woman. They also hold the most latent example of a Twitter @ meaning the precise opposite of whatever it's saying, with their Twitter handle of @trustednerd. No one in their right mind trusts Mr. Yaniv.
With Yaniv, yeah, on the Blair White video that was briefly shown there, they flat out say, "My balls are more important than the livelihoods of these people."
Ah, the anthem of the rapists.
Yeah, I get the impression they're a spectacular sort of narcissist indeed. A human rights tribunal has rejected a transgender woman's, quotation marks there, claim she was discriminated against when beauty therapists refused to wax her scrotum. Jessica Yaniv, who identifies as female but has male genitalia, had contacted multiple beauty salon businesses in British Columbia, Canada, requesting waxes. A tribunal heard staff refused to perform the pubic hair removal procedure after she revealed she had a full set of male genitalia. Yaniv filed complaints against multiple beauty salons.
How did he reveal it?
I'm guessing crying game style.
See, I was picturing the Zelda chest opening theme.
It likes to splay apart.
Oh, what did it say? It revealed to the council or whatever, right?
The council,
or to the.
Oh, this is when they revealed that
staff.
She had.
I can't
Not the council.
I feel like there's a council of genital inspectors. You know,
near as I can tell, at no point did he flash the council there.
What happens in Autist space stays in Autist space, Gray.
A tribunal heard staff.
Unfortunately, it does not.
Okay. Yaniv filed complaints against multiple beauty salons, claiming the esthetician's refusal to wax her scrotum was discriminatory, in fact, a human rights violation. What's the Daily Star? Yeah, not a chance. Transgender cyclist accuses a woman defeated poor sportsman for failing to link arms. Okay. That's another funny article in its own, I'm sure. But according to the tribunal's Tuesday decision, Yaniv's complaint was not genuine. Oh, I'm sure the complaint was genuine, just didn't be honoured. The British Columbia Human Rights Tribunal ruled she'd gone on a campaign to both enrich herself at the expense of South Asians and to punish them for what she viewed as transphobia. Now she has been forced to pay workers over the case, which saw one forced out of business as a result of Yaniv's claim. The tribunal said Yaniv had manufactured the conditions for a human rights complaint when she demanded bikini waxes from several salons despite still having a full set of male genitalia. A number of the salon workers voiced religious objections to carrying out procedures. Others said they weren't appropriately trained in waxing the scrotum. Well, they probably weren't. Because some of the salons in question never offered services to wax anyone's scrotum, the tribunal said, it could not be said to be discriminating against Yaniv. So where did they find all of these? I suppose it's not too hard to find selfies from this lunatic. But I certainly appreciate the duck face in that one. The verdict of the tribunal read, human rights legislation does not require a service provider to wax type of genitals they're not trained for and have not consented to wax. Yaniv, the ruling said, targeted small businesses, manufactured the conditions for a human rights complaint, then leveraged that complaint to pursue a financial settlement from parties who were unsophisticated and likely to mount a popular offence. The evidence Yaniv herself gave was, according to the tribunal, disingenuous and self-serving. What a shocker. Welcoming the verdict, Jay Cameron, a lawyer for the Justice Centre for Constitutional Freedoms, which represented 5 of the respondents in Vancouver targeted by Yaniv, said, self-identification does not erase physiological reality. The organization said its clients were men from a diverse range of ethnic backgrounds, including 2 beauty therapists who belonged to the Sikh faith. Aww. Sikhs so rarely causing trouble whatsoever, they really didn't deserve that.
No, I don't bully the Sikhs. Like, the Sikhs have done nothing wrong. They're cool people. I mean, fuck, like even when, like, the Sikhs were helping out in the bombings, like, even when Sikhs were helping in the bombings, do you know what the media put praise to? Muslims.
Yeah.
Sikhs always get the short end of the stick. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And after they help you with their task, they just phase out of existence.
So you're saying the Sikh are basically Mr. Me Sikhs?
Well, yeah. Me Sikh.
Also, if you're getting attacked and you don't have anything to protect yourself, find a fucking Sikh. Trust me, they'll say.
You know, let me grab.
I'm just noting once again, they're pretty metal, and the whole.
Yeah. They have swords, and you know.
I love that. The Sikhs, the meat Sikhs of the real world.
There you go. It's a Sikh.
Ah, you have a guitar.
Yes, I do.
You know, they've always been very poorly designed without a wrist brace.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. It seems weird, but
I mean,
it is a good weapon.
Ceremonial purposes. It doesn't really need to be tactical.
Yeah, no, but I got this in a Gladius, but
I think
they
the
do actually
design
have a system. If someone's getting attacked, you can use it on it. Like, you know, they use it more for scare tactic than anything else.
Yeah.
I guess most of the women who were the target of Yan's complaint worked from their own home, are immigrants to Canada, do not have English as a first language, and some have small children with them in-house during the day. The JCCF said its clients had refused to provide these service for reasons, including lack of personal comfort, safety concerns, wise with ENF, lack of training, and in some cases religious objections. Cameron said, our clients do not offer the service requested. No woman should be compelled to touch male genitals against her will, irrespective of how the owner of the genitals identifies.
Paint me like one of your friends.
These endless selfies. I'm just...
Every time you see you need to use, it's another fucking hard selfie.
It is.
I'm going to say all of Sarah pretty much puts it the way I feel it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm in full support of trans people, just not that person. And you what?
That person, bottom
yes.
feeding up.
Yeah, is a fucking cunt.
I don't believe this is an authentic case in the slightest, and there are those who I fully support.
No, having lost it, they're trying to sue a gynecologist now.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised it wasn't in this article.
And let's not forget when he tried to organize a topless children's swim party where parents weren't invited.
That's right. And this person just screams predator in every way, and
not the cool predator either.
No.
What about me? I mean, what?
You're not the cool predator either.
just I mean,
I am an uncool predator. But I am.
You don't want that title from.
Yeah, there's a list you don't want to go on.
I'm the hip predator.
Yes, a lot of them are hipsters too.
That is true.
Yeah, this person's been using trans as a shield to do all the really loathsome things they couldn't quite pull off as your standard run-of-the-mill incel.
I'm a predator that's down with the kids.
Oh, God. Stop being funny.
Good night, everybody.
For your own sake, I'm not your attorney, but if I were, This is why I would advise you to.
Cease now.
Yes.
I'm Director Arketer, and I approve this message. Oof. Oof.
See, we can't believe you. You're not wearing gloves.
It's true.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Well,
Let me-
the whole thing
I,
doesn't work.
let me grab gloves quick, like.
Okay, we've got Bruno. There we go. Just keep adding. Arthur, keep adding things to the uniform, so we'll have to keep getting up to find it.
Do you want me to get a hood too? I can do that.
Yes, go find a hood.
Okay.
Well, moving
uno
on to
momento.
metro.co.uk.
And also come back in black and white.
Anything
Yes.
to cover your face.
Put the hood on backwards.
Get a peacock and several liters of wine and a Tasmanian devil. There we go. Keep him occupied.
And then take all of that and go to the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
From the next article from metro.co.uk, woman who scarred man's face with pint glass, spared jail and told to grow up. Yes,
Wait,
woman
never
who...
been glass before?
Oh, fucking chavs.
Yep.
I know, right? I know. It's exactly what I thought when I saw her. The fucking chav.
Like,
A woman who scarred a drinker by ramming a pint glass into his eye has been spared jail despite having a history of assault. Molly Russell, 22, was with a rowdy and aggressive group of friends at the posh Albany pub in Fitzrovia, London.
Okay, no, this is not fair. This is not fair. Okay, chavs aren't people. They're subhuman, and they always make us look bad by doing this shit all the time. And it's like, just die off already.
They are subhuman.
You know what's amusing? Your white trash looks like our upper middle class. That's how they dress.
Seriously, chavs are the worst. Just
They are the fucking worst.
In any case,
put them on an island. And their children. Their children will grow up to be them, so...
they began smashing glasses after staff told her it was closing time a quarter today. When Brendan Taylor tried to calm her down, she poured her pint over him and smashed the empty glass into his eye, leaving him drenched in his own blood. The glass shattered on impact, causing lacerations to the socket around his left eye, which have since left him scarred. Could be actually probably a kick-ass scar overall. He's got to keep the eye. It could be worse. Could be worse.
Nobody knows how he got it.
Yeah, he'll just have to make a better story for it. Prosecutor Thomas Godfrey said. Mr. Godfrey added, immediately after the glassing, the victim had a male shout, "Run!" And when next focused, Russell and her group were leaving the pub. Russell was let off with a suspended sentence at the Southwark Crown Court moments after breaking down in tears. The court was told the details of her history of violence. Oh, she's crying. I guess she didn't really mean to smash that glass into that man's eye. Oh, that poor widow girl.
Chav women who say, I have a history of violence, usually mean they beat the shit out of their husband or boyfriend, and then their boyfriend retaliated by slapping them a little. That's basically what they mean.
Earlier this year, she threw a wine glass at a man after she teased her for having a red wine mustache and stinging teeth,
apologize.
and called her a slag in another London bar.
You slag.
Hey, I know. If you're watching this, slag, you're a slag. You're a vile child
said it
slag.
wrong.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not very versed in...
I'm delinquents.
Okay, well, I want them to be really angry and get used to not doing anything about it. So, if I had the opportunity, I would like to really piss them off from a distance. A quarter in 2016 that she made Tyson Fury look amateur after punching and kicking two police officers in a hotel in Bayswater. They had been called to the hotel when Russell threw a credit card machine at the receptionist after she demanded compensation because her hand had been caught in the lift.
I mean, she stuck her hand in the lift.
Your hand caught in the lift.
If anybody could do it.
It had to have been on purpose.
Yep. In a statement to the court, Mr. Taylor said the attack had left him struggling for work and anxious about leaving his house. I had to quit my well-paid job of 3.5 years because of the proximity of my work to the defendant's house.
Is your well-paid job Asda? Is it fucking Asda, or is it the welfare checks?
Hold on. Wait. They're talking not of defendant. This is the person who got blast.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, defendant. I didn't mean.
Yeah, I think he's had a bad enough time of it right here.
No, I thought they were talking about like. Damn it.
A short time after the attack, the suspect walked past my flat again, and there was always the fear they would identify me for my facial injuries. I did not want to stay living and working area, as I did not want to risk seeing them again. Since leaving my full-time job, I've not been able to get another in the same role. Poor guy. Going out in public with severe scars on my face makes me very uncomfortable, and I still worry about how people who don't know me view me with scars on my face. Apparently, this is not a man who enjoys being presumed a badass.
Come up with a more badass story for it, and then just sell that.
I've dated men with scars on their face. Like, you know.
Particularly
Just
considering
saying.
with cards being hard to work.
Deal.
He was a confident social person before the attack, and since has been left feeling vulnerable and conscious of his appearance. Michelle Denny, defending, said Russell's had learned her lesson after her previous violent behavior. Yes, sure, my client has viciously attacked people 3 times previous, but this time they've learned their lesson. They've absolutely learned their lesson.
This time was definitely an accident.
Yes, she accepts that alcohol is a relevant factor in relation to her prior offences, and that's the reason she has largely stopped going out socially to anywhere that sells alcohol. Yeah, pull the other one. But Judge Michael Gledhill, QC sentencing, suggested alcohol was no excuse for Russell's history. But apparently being a whammon was. Judge Michael Gledhill, QC sentencing, said, "When are you ever going to learn? You are a thoroughly immature and self-centered woman who puts yourself first always. I accept you weren't under the influence this time, and that makes it even worse in a sense, because it shows that even sober, you are a thoroughly unpleasant and violent young woman. Having considered your mitigation, I'm just minded to suspend the sentence. The ball is in your court. It's time to grow up." So he apparently feels that he's given her sufficient tongue lashing. Now it's time to have mercy. What a useless twat!
I bet you wish you could give her a tongue lashing.
Don't you dare cause another violent incident, or I might have to, actually sentence you to something.
No, this is what you do with chavs. You send them all on an island, and their children, because their children are going to turn out terrible, trust me. Send them all on an island, then nuke that island.
Steam is
Well, we're already halfway there. The UK is an island.
Listen, chavs are the equivalent of human rats. Human sewer rats.
I
keep
do.
breathing.
I
They keep getting everywhere. Just nuke them all.
I have to believe that the
What if they
culture
mutate?
could be reformed, and thus people as well.
No, you need to instruct Steam to go out and kill not just the men, but the women and children too.
You think
And
she
make
doesn't?
sure she's aware of her hatred for sand.
It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Listen, I know how these people operate because. Okay, I'm gonna admit this. I used to be a chav.
I was right. Exhibit A.
You were less than scum. Good God. How did you rehabilitate?
A family of chavs. So I know how they think, I know what they're fucking doing, and I know the fucking excuses. That's why
I'm director Arketer, and I approve the message. This message.
Alex trying to force choke him.
Yes, and it wasn't working, and I'm really upset about that.
I'm sorry.
You gotta concentrate harder. And hate him even more.
Autism is greater than the force.
You gotta let the hate flow through you.
If I could force choke, I would be going full Sith right now.
Something Steam sex life?
I will make that bargain. After all, I can always have a third act redemption arc.
Oh, Arketer,
Unless we shove you into some lava first.
No, then I still have one, and I could take out some other Sith on the way out.
You know, chances are, just geographically, I have the high ground.
That only applies to people pretending to be Anakin, not Palpatine.
Actually, yeah, I do have the high ground because you're at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
If I actually snap, I'm not going to actually strike with the force.
But
Fine.
you can choke me anytime.
Will do, babe.
Not you.
I'm Director Arketer, and I invite Steam to my private quarters for a special taser session.
You know, in this precise context, I can support this. Yes, by all means, be my decoy. Hey, Steam, he's all yours.
What? I'm yours? Okay.
No, Roman.
I'm
You
Director
can have that,
Arketer.
Director. He's all yours.
You just said that.
Hey, you should be thrilled. I mean, he's into the total tasering and force choking.
The amount of dominance in that room, the universe just couldn't handle it.
Just too much alpha power.
She was sentenced to 20 months imprisonment. That's suspended for 2 years.
You do need a sub to counteract things.
I like a challenge, but yeah, like Arketer is obviously a sub. Duh. But yeah, Froman, you're never going to touch me. You're never going to get near me.
Oh, too late. No comment. I mean, what?
I mean, you're stuck in Tumblr's room.
I mean, no, but okay. Where are your toilets, Steam?
Another shorter. We can touch this on briefly with the remaining 3 minutes remaining. Teacher avoids jail after admitting to drunken sex with students, just to show that, you know, it's not just one side of the ocean where you can get away with things if you have the right chromosomes. The Texas school teacher will avoid jail time after she admitted to having booze-fueled sex with 2 of her students. 33-year-old Lynn Ann Burge pleaded guilty Wednesday to 2 counts of improper relationship between educator and student. Well, one student was 18 years old and the other student was 16-year-old at the time that the allegedly drunken sex occurred. The plea agreement means Burge will not register as a sex offender. The 3rd charge of soliciting a minor online was dropped per the terms of her deal with Cook County prosecutors. Burge said she was too intoxicated to remember the details of either encounter. An arresting officer pressed the educator as to whether any sexual contact occurred, to which Burge allegedly replied, "I don't know, I hope not, I don't know, I didn't think I did because my clothes were on. Usually if that happens, your clothes are on. I don't know, I can't remember anything." Okay. Alcohol was an issue in this case, Burge's attorney Rick Hagan said. While it was an issue, it was no excuse. Lynn has not had a drop of alcohol since she was accused. She is committed to AA and has been to the council on a regular basis. These cases are always difficult, Hagan added. There are no excuses. Lynn is responsible. She made mistakes and she immediately accepted responsibility. No, she didn't.
She immediately went to blaming her fucking mental health space, like alcohol.
Right. It was the booze that did it. I mean, something might have gone bad. I mean, maybe I did do it. I don't think I did. I don't remember it. I don't remember anything. Alcohol.
I understand.
That's not taking responsibility.
Listen, I understand wanting to have sex with younger men. I mean, like I constantly sexually harass younger men. I mean, I sexually harass Arketer all the time. But the thing is that like, I don't understand going under 18. It's teenagers are horrible. All teenagers are horrible. Even the good ones are horrible.
Authorities claim that Burge began communicating with the 16-year-old student via Snapchat in or about September or October 2017 while she was still his teacher. Soon after that, an illicit romance allegedly blossomed between the two. Burge and the 16-year-old eventually began to exchange nudes via the app, police claim. Really? And we're going to buy that, she
was drunk a lot of the time then, wasn't she?
Yeah, wow. Constantly blackout drunk. That's amazing.
I mean, that's where I am.
And wanting to touch teenagers. They're disgusting.
Huge vectors for all sorts of disease.
For like one day. They are disgusting.
I used to have this thing with like this fungus on my feet, and then I got some spray, and then it worked.
No. Welcome, Means of Destruction. You are here just in time for the very end.
Oh, greetings, Dark Arcturus. Times 2.
Dark Arcturus.
Not
Hello.
times 2. Don't.
You both seem in exile. What happened?
Look. I mean, There's a lot happening here.
I presume that Froman is trying to help me get over my illness by creating such cringe that the bacteria is horrified to be associated with anyone that even looks like him.
Yeah, the shipment of Commentium may have been contaminated. Just saying.
What? So it wasn't a suppository?
It's.
What the hell does suppository have to do with it?
Didn't
What?
know until after it got to Arketer Labs, and then we kind of just didn't say anything.
Oh, so it's like a snipe.
Okay, so apparently Steam is responsible for this.
Well, Ark, did you happen to find one of my thought doors?
No.
It wasn't really my fault. I mean, once Flag gets drunk, anything happens.
Now are those doors like the Acme black holes?
Well, they're like, you know, it's more like an Acme painting, but yeah. You know, but they have weird effects on people, usually affecting center of gravity. You know, like for Steam, whenever she travels through something similar to it, her bowels liquefy, and it just has to remove them all.
Oh, IBS is rough. I hear you, man.
Exactly.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, because most of my waste is just metal at this point.
Okay.
So say hello, Joker.
Yes,
Hello.
greetings, Joker, and absolutely we need to shut down now before I get any worse or have my nerves taxed any further.
Oh, so
Are we gonna have 3 Arcters?
we're going to be suspended till the
No,
final movie?
No, we're not, because I'm shutting this sucker down right. Did anyone
We've gotta have something left
promote or
to
something
count down
before I
on
hit the
Saturday.
outro?
Come on.
Was it easy?
Arketer family reunion. Let's do it.
No.
We could do Family Feud.
Oh.
Okay, that's it.
gonna be Steve Harvey?
I may or may not be live Saturday. The SB
black?
stream has been cancelled. I need the time to recover. Well, I am live Saturday, which should be a fun one. Until then, ostensibly, progress continues.
The final episode, Ark Awakens.
I said I was sorry.
Revenge of the Ark.
You're all very lucky I can't act.
It would be really hot if you could.
Oh.
Then he'd be forced choking the chicken.
Is there an app for that?